You see that X? That's exactly what we want. Now, let's go into notes. Now remember, as a part of open and close, twice a week, you need to be putting some kind of notes in here. And this basically acts as a tool for the agent that we work for to be able to go in and see that we're actually doing something. Because a lot of the reservation and hiring open and close is that we're not in the office and they don't know what we're doing. So you can choose what kind of correspondence this was. Let's say it was an email. You can go back. Let's say this was yesterday, but I forgot to enter it. It will say that I entered it today, but you can choose the activity date. I can just say that I requested title. I requested open title. And this can be anything. You don't have to say anything. But comments are important for as much detail so that the other agent isn't checking up on you. Visible to the seller, yes. Not visible to the buyer. So we go under contract, we don't want it to show on both sides. Now when we go under contract and we start doing the notes for contract to close, we're going to want to make that visible to the seller and visible to the buyer. So time of activity, you can choose that too. Let's say I did it at 11 a.m. yesterday. I'm going to hit submit. And it's just going to have me look over everything. Hit save. And now we have one note in here. And everything is time and date stamped, even when I entered it. So I'm going to go ahead and add another note just so that we can have two for the week. Phone call, let's just say called seller to introduce. And that happened today. Hit submit. Gonna ask us to make sure everything's right. Hit save. And then each Friday, what you girls are required to do is to send out all the notes in an update format, in a weekly kind of summary format. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit with selected, we're going to hit send. And I forgot to check the boxes. We're going to check both of these notes because we did it this week. Now we're going to hit send. And I like to send it as an attachment, so that they don't have to log into Relay. It makes it easier, because some people don't like Relay. Looks like my computer has stopped working. Alright, we're back in. Let's go to Relay again, rebt.com. Sign in. $15919. It's a good review process for you ladies. Open to close. And the password. We're going to go back in and find the property that we started. Easiest way is I always just put in the street name right here. And why do I not see blib on it? Did I make it 2 words? And then, ooh. Let's try by the number. Looks like I did something wrong. Let's go into edit transaction detail. What I did is I searched it by 2507 because I know that's the property address. I did. I put blue bonnet and address too. So, ladies, always put it in address 1 so that you can just search by street. So let's go ahead and hit update. Alright. That was in the cover sheet, edit transaction detail. Let's go back to notes. We're going to click on our 2 notes again. We're going to hit send. Alright. Now at this point we can send as an email or fax. I typically hit as an email. Right here you can choose the contacts or you can enter them in there. And then right here in the message I typically write kind of a summary version of what's happened. And then the subject line, I always put in the property address. It'd be 2507 Blue Bonnet. Alright. If you want to protect yourself, you can CC yourself, but it's not required. Now, let's say we needed to send a fax from Relay. Let's say we wanted to send the listing document back to the seller to get them to sign it. We can click on the box, in the Documents tab right here. Click on the box listing agreement. And we're going to hit Send. And this time, we're going to send it as a fax. When you're sending it as an email, always choose it as send email as attachment. But today we're going to fax. So we're going to fax to 502-897-4563. And we're going to write a little message in there. Attention, open to close. Seller, please sign page 2 and 6. Hit send. Hope I did not just hit cancel. But there's a way for us to find out. Let's go to history. It's going to show us everything that we did. Alright. So it looks like we've uploaded the listing agreement. Looks like we created the notes. It doesn't show the email because we didn't send it. But let's go back to the documents because it does not show our fax, because it will show emails and faxes. It's a great CYA function. Send as a fax. Just put something in there real quick. Let's hit send. Document list has been successfully sent via fax. So let's go to history. And there we go. Check that out. Sent document listing agreement via fax to this number using this message. Everything is in there. I cannot reiterate how important it is to use Relay. It will save your backside. Now, once we get a contract, we'll go to checklist. We're going to apply a checklist. On this particular transaction, remember, we are on the listing side. So we would choose the seller side contract to close. When we represent a buyer's agent, we would choose the buyer's side contract to close. So let's check seller side contract to close. Hit apply checklist. And there we go. Each day you can log in and it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So we'll just choose this first one. Amendment file with title company. Let's say it's completed. So we're going to change it to completed. You can choose not started, in progress, awaiting approval, completed. You can choose if you want your seller or buyer's date. And once we chose completed, we're going to hit update status. Update status. Again, just asks you to confirm. And look, now it's in black. So this is basically, you'll log into each of your transactions each day and see what you've got to do that day. What you're going to need to do is going to be in red. I haven't put dates. Say this is under contract. Let's go back to the cover sheet. And let's edit transaction detail. And this was a listing, but now it's gone under contract. So let's go ahead and hit purchase. Listing side. Now it's going to ask us for this purchase agreement date. And we're going to go ahead and put today. And it kicks me out. So that'll be on your next Relay lesson. Thanks!